Hello everyone, my name is Julian Day and this is my capstone project pitch. The problem I'm tackling is desk space efficiency in office workplaces in the near future, considering telecommuting being especially prevalent now and real estate being a very large expense in every business. Practically what this means is when an employee is telecommuting, they leave behind space. We want to effectively utilize and make sure that space doesn't go to waste. Telecommuting is of course currently a massive part of every office job, and once COVID-19 stops being an issue, it will likely continue to be prevalent in every office job still. This is because of the wealth of benefits it provides both employers and employees, from simple things like the cost of running the office being lower, as well as less cost associated with commuting every day, and the time saved when you don't need to commute every day as well. The solution that immediately jumps to mind is hot desking. However, in theory, while this might work, in practice it falls apart pretty quickly. This is firstly because people generally don't like to hot desk and it's largely ignored when it can be, and secondly, when it is adhered to, it creates a whole host of other issues. This ranges from wasted time getting your stuff and getting to a desk and finding specific people because they change location every day, to the social consequences which are best summed up by this quote that likens hot desking to being on a commuter train carriage instead of a conventional office with your co-workers. Simply, hot desking and systems like it, such as hoteling, are fundamentally flawed and create more problems than they solve. What this means for a design outcome is that there's an opportunity to create a new way of saving space via desks that doesn't make your employees miserable. The desk in this scenario will need to have some sort of space-saving functionality when not in use, and it should allow employees to not only store their personal artifacts at their desk, but also keep their seating location consistent relative to their peers. My proposed solution to this simply is a desk that has storage space and folds up. To put this into context, this is a sample office space that is currently available for hire in Melbourne, and assuming the desks in question are the dimensions provided, it is possible to gain a 1.5 times increase in the amount of employees you can fit in that office space, assuming 50% of them are not at their desk. This not only allows you to have a desk that is full-sized whilst cramming more employees into a smaller space, it also removes the need for things such as lockers, which hot desking requires. This design in particular is aimed at larger business offices that are looking for greater space efficiency in their medium to large office. Now, Concept 2, while able to fulfill the function of Concept 1, is designed for smaller scale businesses who would benefit from having a desking system that they can fold up and put away to make room for team activities. The design elements that allow this are the fact that the center of gravity is far lower, making it easy to move around whilst packed up, as well as the aesthetic being a lot nicer and a lot cleaner whilst packed away as well. And Concept 3 was born of the want to have a similar system, but the middle part of the table be the part that remains horizontal. This is valuable because it means you can have a regular monitor on your desk instead of requiring a monitor arm. This is particularly advantageous to offices on an Apple ecosystem with iMacs, as the monitor arms available for such systems are not the greatest. This system allows offices as well to create more space in their existing building and create room for other things such as printers. Now, after analyzing these various concepts, I have come to the conclusion to go forward with Concept 2. Concept 1, while it would likely be the cheapest, will have balance and aesthetic issues. And the main flaw of Concept 3, which is something I discovered after creating these 3D printed models you see on the screen now, was that because the center part of the desk was not anchored to anything except for other moving parts, what happens when the desk is put away is the tabletop goes outside the bounding box of the desk unit itself and will likely collide into anything that is next to it or obstruct walkways, and that becomes an issue. Concept 2, however, while not as mechanically simple as Concept 1, is very achievable on a mechanical level, as well as also being the most balanced and I'd argue the most aesthetically pleasing as well. And in conclusion, Concept 2 I feel is the strongest of the three concepts I have come up with and has real potential to become a fully realized product with real value. Thank you for listening.